Hello. We've come here today to the Loughborough Institute of Geography for Women here in Loughborough.
That's right. It was founded in about 1876 by Dame Serena Clough for the education of young girls of slender means in the gentle arts of the geographer.
And it's still going strong. In fact, there are about 200 young ladies between the ages of 17 and 17 and a half in residence here at the moment. Most of them are, of course, actually out on the playing field.
Yes, playing netball or hockey or some such athletic pursuit. Yeah.
But they'll be coming in here in just a few seconds for a quick shower or a rub down. Right, well, in which case we'll just go over to this hide that we've prepared over here, better observe the young ladies in their natural habitat.
Yes, while you observe the rest of the programme.
Well, go on. What's this? Sexist smut.
Don't worry about a thing. It might hurt a little bit. If you feel any pain, just give me a yell, okay? That's the idea here. Here we go. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea.
Well, I'll try and do what I can.
It's impossible for me to operate if I haven't got the right figures.
One way or the other.
You promised me that I could have those
Well,
figures.
it seems to
but
me
I need
that the
them.
whole
I need them now.
All right, here they are.
You know, one reason for that, people are always coming up to me in the street and saying, "Hey, Griff, what is your opinion of the general state of the country at the moment?"
Do they?
And yes, they do actually.
What a bizarre idea.
And I always say, well, if you really want to know how low we've sunk, you should have a look at this, the Sunday Tabloid.
Dear.
This is the sort of trash that people read these days. Honestly, this is written by yobs for yobs.
Oh, come on, Griff. It's just harmless fun is all it is.
Yobs like Mel Smith on the whole. This is, if you just open it at random, this is harmless fun, is it? Like, so, I was Miss Strict, confesses 5 times a night, nympho abbess.
You see? Look, they're giggling at it. No one takes it seriously, do they?
Well, actually, this is dangerous tosh.
Dangerous tosh. Don't be so silly. It's just a bit of fun is all. Look at this. Confessions of a kebab shop gigolo.
Don't.
Bonk along a Stavros.
No, don't. Shut up, no.
It's
dreadful.
It's a laugh. It's a laugh.
It brings down our culture, for heaven's sake.
Oh, don't be so po-faced, for heaven's sake. I'm fed up with the liberal intelligentsia telling ordinary blokes like me what they can and can't read. Look, it's fun is all it is. If people didn't want to read it, they wouldn't buy it. Look at it. This is good. Naughty nightclubs and bonking bimbos. My life of hell with roly-poly funny man, Mel Smith. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, well, some of it is just fun, obviously. You know, some of it's really not really very...
The public love chubby-bottomed, cheeky Chappie Smith. But for those close to him, life can be a misery.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
For when the front door closes, the laughter stops. What is this?
Sorry, I thought you'd seen it.
No.
Well, everybody else has. It's been up on the office notice board for the last week.
Tantrums, violent fits of temper.
Oh, dear.
A sad and lonely man with no
Dear
close
me.
friends.
Oh, dear. God, who wrote this?
You did, apparently. An exclusive interview with Griffith Rhys-Jones.
Oh, no. God, that's outrageous. They spelt my name wrong.
Did you write this?
Well, I did. You're upset, aren't you?
Well, of course I'm upset.
Well, you better not look at the second page.
Come in. How could you do this to me? And how come you're Griff Rhys-Jones, writer, director, and actor, and I'm the chubby-bottomed, cheeky chappie?
I don't know. There must be a career decision you made at some time.
Right, okay. I'm going to sue.
Oh, don't.
I am going to sue.
So silly. What do you want to sue for?
About 900 grand.
No, honestly, you sue, you get yourself all over the newspapers.
I'm already all over the newspaper.
Calm down. Calm down, for heaven's sake. Calm down. Calm down. See, I said you had a violent temper. I said it. Come on, just can't forget it. Forget it. What about the show, Fred?
I don't care about the bloody show.
I said he doesn't care about the bloody show.
You told him everything, didn't you? You told him absolutely everything.
Oh, my God, it doesn't matter. It's nothing. It's just a laugh. It's just something that disappears. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Here today, yeah.
For God's sake, sit down. Let's get on with the show. Nobody pays any attention to these sort of things.
They don't believe it anyway.
You turn the next page, look at it. Look, Rowan Atkinson, the rubbery-faced comedian, apparently has to sit in his Aston Martin and cover himself with butter in order to get turned on.
I mean, really?
It's trash, isn't it?
I always thought he was a bit weird.
It's G-Box. Oh, thank God for that. At first, I thought it was, you know. Yes, well, just fill in the names and addresses of all the chickens you've slept with there.
Do you mind if I ask you a bit of advice?
Of course not, mate. No, go ahead.
Just I've been having a bit of trouble.
What?
In the old southern region.
Have you thought about taking the bus?
I don't mean that. I mean, I've been there. I mean, down.
Oh, down there. I see. Oh, you got... What is it?
It's that thing that dangles between the legs.
No, I know that. But I mean, what is the problem?
That is the problem. It just dangles. I'm having a bit of trouble with the old.
A bit of impotence in the.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's gone on extended leave.
Yeah.
It's no use to man nor beast.
I can imagine.
I don't know what to do with it. You know.
No, right. Well, it's a very personal thing. Obviously,
Yeah.
have you discussed it with your partner?
What, Ted? He can't even look after his half of the store. What's the point of talking to him?
No, not talking about. No, I'm talking about your sleeping partner.
Right.
Have you mentioned it to your wife? Have you told her that you are impotent?
Well, I didn't need to tell her, did I?
No, I suppose not. No.
It stuck out a mile. Well, I mean, that's the trouble. It didn't stick. I mean, it was awful.
Dear.
She's done her best. She's been very helpful.
Well, she's a brick, isn't she?
She is. She's a tower of strength, you know. And
Yeah.
she went out, the other night, and she got one of them sexy outfits.
Oh, yeah.
With a little French maid thing it was.
Yeah.
With a little pinafore,
Oh, yeah.
The thing, stuff like that. It was really off-putting.
Yeah.
And then she cooked me my favourite dinner,
What, toad in the hole?
No, I've gone off that now. And after dinner, she turned the lights down low and she said to me, "Come on, darling, let's see if we can work that old magic again. Yeah. But get a move on, because I've got to go down the bingo in half an hour."
Well, and any luck?
Oh, yeah. She got 25 quid on a bonus card. £5 off a carriage clock and all, yeah.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, mate, to be honest with you, I think what you've got to do, you've got to go and see a specialist.
I couldn't do that. They'd be too embarrassed.
No, you've got to go and see... That's what I did, mate. That is what I did. I went to see the doctor.
What, did you?
Yeah.
Did you have this trouble?
Oh, I had this trouble, yeah, for
right.
several months.
What happened?
And I went to see the doctor, and of course, I mean, wouldn't you know it? I mean, you go and see the doctor, and then suddenly everything's okay again.
Well, that sounds a bit embarrassing,
Well,
doesn't it?
it was. I mean, I'm standing there in the doctor's surgery, and I dropped my kecks, and it's on duty, you know.
Blimey. What did the doctor say?
Well, she was very understanding.
Our vests are Jean Paul Gaultier, and our caps are Ralph Lauren. We've got designer shoulder bags, and I'm sorry, but I haven't got a pen. Can I use your phone? Bicycle boys, and we're all around town, ferrying a lot of little packages around, sweeping in and out of the traffic as we pass, just ringing on our bells and wriggling our Any way you like it, 20 minutes flat, faster than a meteor. But allow another hour on top of that for walking up to your front door.
Can I use your B, Daddy?
We're the bicycle boys and we're strutting our stuff, acting really wicked and looking really tough. People on the pavement pointing at us, saying, there go the bike boys, life in the bus lane.
Use your car.
Life in the bus lane. 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 Life in the bus
Game, second set to Cameron, 6 games to 3. Armitage leads by 2 sets to 1. Time, please, gentlemen. And here are some late racing results. At 2 o'clock, Gilby Vintner's Novice Chase. First, number 12, Desert Flower, 6 to 1. Second, number 15, Princeton Boy, 2 to 1 favourite. And third, number 4, Mr. Halib's Delight, 11 to 4. 12 ran. The 2:30, Seagram Maiden Chase. First, number 7, Bowel Movement, 7 to 2. Second, number 14, Slap My Thighs with a Large Banana, 11 to 1. And third, number 8, Saturated Elephant Skipping on a Ford Sierra. Ah, yes, is he cool, Colhoun, 15 to 2. 10 ran. The 3 o'clock, Lambert, Parker and Gaines Handicap Chase. First, number 6, 5 to 1. Second, number 13, 7 to 4. And third, number 9. South, 2 to 1 favourite.
Morning, boys and girls. Morning, Doris. This is Trevor. He's joining us from Mallard's.
Hello.
Oh, he's nice. Here, girls, we've got a new bit of trouser on the floor.
One thing you'll notice here is the banter. Yeah, but you'll get used to it.
Yeah, a bit like the last place I worked.
Oh, well, you know the form then. It's just, you know, basically light-hearted, risque stuff, nothing too obscene. You keep that for when the girls from the office come down. Morning, Sid. How's your bollocks?
Oh, rubbing the long jacket.
This is Trevor, joining from Mallard's.
Oh, hello, Trevor. Here, got any photos of your wife in the nude, have you? You want to buy some, then?
That's Sid's joke. Yeah, 25 years he's had that. It's a good joke, isn't it? Remember to bring a joke, by the way. Look, don't worry, because the company will provide you with a temporary one. It won't be very funny. It'll keep you going until you get one of your own. See what I mean? Here, morning, Eileen. Did you get any last night?
Why, what was it, a blue moon, then?
Watch out for the double entendre.
The what?
Well, words like come in, crumpet, and it. You pick them out of other people's conversations when you hear them, and then you go on and on and on about it, yeah? Are you familiar with the TUC's banana rule?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you should see any cylindrical object that even vaguely resembles a penis, you are obliged to point it out for the amusement of your colleagues.
Yes, you're right. Yes, you're going to fit in here, Trevor.
Oh, fit.
Yeah, and don't forget, if it's a woman holding it, you get a cash bonus here.
Oh, right.
Right, now, this is your machine, Trevor. I'll send Doris down with your joke, all right?
No need. I've brought one.
Well, let's hear it then. Hey, quiet, everyone, quiet. Trevor's got a joke here. Let's have a listen.
What did the elephant say to the naked man?
Well, what?
How'd you pick up anything with that? What's the matter? What did I do?
You just told his joke.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to After Closing Time. Tonight, death. What is it? Do we need it? Can we live without it? Perhaps, Irene, your thoughts?
Yes, well, I think I'd start by saying that death is it's a very personal thing.
Yes, especially if you're the person who's dying. It's very personal indeed, then.
Yes.
Yes, but it can be very difficult, can't it, if somebody dies who's very, very close to you.
I couldn't agree with you more. What do you do? Do you catch them or step out of the way and just let them sort of flop onto the floor?
Yeah. Yes, it is a rather a problem. I mean, only recently I visited my old mother at her little country cottage, and she...
Well, get on with it. Spit it out, woman.
She died. I'm terribly
Oh,
sorry.
God, I am sorry. How awful.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Would you like to talk about something else?
No, really, it's part of the healing process, you
Yes.
know.
Oh, to let it out.
Ventilate.
Yes, that's true.
very wise.
So sorry, do carry on.
Right.
Well, of course, the question for medical science regarding death...
I'm terribly sorry. Please, carry on.
The question for medical science regarding...
What?
Death, he's saying death.
Oh, dear, this is awful. I'm so terribly sorry.
No, that's all right. I think it's right to bring it out, because the question for medical science regarding...
Death,
Death is how do you determine death? What is the exact point of
death?
Well, I've given this quite a lot of thought, personally, and I think the point of death surely is to stop cluttering up the world with old people.
Could somebody call me a taxi, please? You know, actually, funny, Irene, you talk about, because it reminds me of when my uncle died, and he was all sort of laid out in the front room there. He was,
And what did he die of?
oh, natural causes. He was in a car crash.
Yes, I mean, but that doesn't sound very natural to me.
Well, it is if you drive like he did. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that when he was lying there, do you know what I mean? He actually looked healthier than when he was alive.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that'll probably be the embalming fluid.
Yes, I don't know why he drank so much of that stuff. I really... But the thing I remember, I was a little babe in arms. They held me up to the corpse and made me kiss it on the lips.
Ugh, on the lips.
Yeah.
Well, that could have a terribly, I would have thought, damaging psychological effect on a small
Well,
child.
in a manner of speaking, it has, because from that day to this, I've never really enjoyed kissing dead bodies.
Well, of course, it's a well-known fact, isn't it, that men have more difficulty in accepting death than women.
Well, I don't know.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, in the hospice for diseased lesbians.
Oh, dear.
Please, come on.
We have to do this.
Please,
In the hospice for
Please.
diseased lesbians, where I do a great deal
Yes,
of work,
indeed.
I'm often struck by the difficulty men have with accepting death.
Do they?
Really, yes, they whinge about and they absolutely groan about the inevitable.
Yeah, but it's hardly surprising if they've been sent to a hospice for diseased lesbians.
Really, Mr. Oscar, this is to me a very important question. If one had a very, very short time to live, would you want to know?
Well, I think you'd find out eventually.
But I mean, would you then choose to take your own life?
Well, you see, I think I would, yes.
Would you?
Oh, yes.
How would you do it?
Poison, I reckon.
Poison?
Yeah, I think I'd put something in my sandwiches, make it a suicide packed lunch.
Oh, Martin, really?
please.
I'm just trying to raise the atmosphere. It's like a bloody morgue in here.
No, please, please, if you don't mind. Now, there is a society, of course, these days which helps people to die.
Yeah, it's called the NHS, isn't it?
It's called Exit.
Exit. Oh, yes. Yes, they meet in my local cinema, I think.
Has that cab arrived yet or not?
But there is no doubt that whatever the conditions, life is very sweet. I remember when I was up country in northern Rhodesia, and I came face to face with a sweepo gorilla.
Good Lord.
Good Lord,
Huge lunk of a man, and his gun was cocked, and he stuck it right against my head, and he pulled the trigger.
Did you survive?
Yes, I did, because his gun was jammed. But I realized at that moment there is nothing so precious in this universe as that force which beats within each and every one of us, which we call life.
So what did you do?
I shot the bastard. And I took the next plane home.
I see.
Yes, of course, I think it's true to say we can often learn something from death.
Absolutely.
I myself learned a very great lesson from my mother's recent departure.
Really? What was that?
Brown is live and blue is neutral.
Do you want to share this cab or not? Now, give us your money. Come on. Come on. Go and get your money.
Come on, don't muck around, come on.
It's not enough.
Come on, and the jewellery. Come on, let's have it, have it.
Yeah.
Now, what do you want? What do you want?
Return to Crouch End.
Angie,
What?
I found the tortoise.
Have you ever heard of this business you like of the faking of the organisms?
Faking orgasm.
That's right. Have you heard of that faking?
I have heard of it. It's never actually happened to me, but no, but I have heard it.
Well, how'd you do it?
Well, you don't do it.
Oh, right.
You don't do it. The woman does it.
Oh, I see.
Well, I mean-
Right. Well, what sort of thing? What is it then? How does?
Well, basically, because when you're making love, and she wants to sort of, she fakes the orgasm, you see,
Yeah.
to make you feel as though you're giving her satisfaction.
Oh, I
That
see.
sort of thing,
Yeah. How does she do that then?
Well, like. Oh. Jesus! God!
Well, that's all right then.
What do you mean?
Well, 15 years of marriage, I never heard anything like that.
You want to talk slow? How slow? Real slow. Slow as, this? No.
Okay, it's only asking.
I'm here on the back lot at Shepperton in the hope that today I might go some way towards uncovering the enigma that is Warren Beatty. I hope to strip away the outer man and find out what actually drives this star, currently lodging in the caravan behind me. He's in Britain making the new Hollywood blockbuster Garfield the Cat, the multi-million-dollar version of the adventures of the lovable pussy with the enormous appetite. What goes through the mind of this man who so memorably gave us his dick in Dick Tracy? How does he pull it off? His co-stars have included Goldie Hawn, Julie Christie, Elizabeth Taylor and Madonna, but strangely not Dame Peggy Ashcroft or Hermione Gingold. Why does he spend such time sculpting young talent? Is he, even as I speak, hammering away at a hopeful ingenue behind me? A man who's been offered most of the juicy parts in modern cinema and has handled them all with that unique combination of awesome stamina and split-second timing. How does he bring it off? Does it come easy? Or does it come hard? Perhaps today we'll find out. Mr. Beatty?
All this autumn, exclusively on Sportsat, the floodlights are turned up bright for the best of minority sports. From Llangollen, the semi-finals of semi-professional cross-country hoovering. And Sunday at 7 sees the start of the women's motorbike wrestling season. Highlights from Hackney Dogs versus the Crystal Palace Mega Boobs. From Canada, competitive nitroglycerine-powered combine harvester racing. From Sri Lanka, pro-celebrity tea-picking. And kicking off the season at 10 o'clock tonight, international Nazi hunting. Highlights from the first round of the Simon Wiesenthal Trophy, live from Adelaide. All this autumn on Sportsat. Obscure sports don't come any obscurer.
Did you change your mind? No. Okay.
Yes, thank you. So, gentlemen, your reactions to today's surprise result here in Sheffield?
Well, we in the Conservative Party are absolutely delighted. It's a marvellous result for us. It's an overwhelming endorsement of our policies, of course, and a great victory.
Yes, but you didn't win.
Absolutely.
And not much joy for Labour either.
Oh, well, I can't agree there. I mean, obviously we didn't win, but it was a great victory for Labour, whereas for the Tories it's absolutely catastrophic.
Well, that's absolute nonsense.
No, it's a great morale booster for Labour.
Victory with a capital V, a triumph for the Conservatives.
For Labour.
For the Conservatives.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your comments. And just to recap once more on this surprise result here in Sheffield, Dennis Taylor beat Steve Davis by 17 frames to 11.
One. Another one.
Yes?
I wonder if you could help us. There's been a bit of an accident here. I was hoovering in the nude, and I fell on this person.
Never mind.
I want to try a little experiment.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I want you to think of a simple shape.
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and work out what it is that you're thinking of by picking up on the electrical impulses coming off your brain.
What, like simple shape, like a square or something like that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it could have been a square, but you've said that.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, yeah, but you mean a simple shape? Yeah?
Right.
Like a circle or a triangle or a square?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it could have been a circle or triangle.
Yeah, sure,
you know,
yeah,
but not now. Obviously, it wants to be a different shape.
Something else,
yeah, that's right, yeah. Okay.
What is the difference between an oblong and a rectangle?
Get on with it.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Hang on. I'm thinking now. I've got it now.
You got it. Is it a dodecahedron?
Hold on a minute, hold on. No.
What is it then?
It's a hat. Yes.
Oh, no, hold on.
Will be like a...
No, this is hopeless.
No,
Look,
right.
we'll do it the other way round.
We'll do it the other way round.
Yeah.
All right. You think of a square and I'll try and guess what you're thinking of.
No. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll think of a colour.
A colour?
Okay, and then you try and guess what it is, okay?
Oh, yeah. Are you
Here we
thinking
go.
of one?
I'm thinking of one.
Yeah, it's green.
It's blue.
No, it's green.
No, it's blue.
It's definitely green.
It's blue.
It is definitely green.
I'm telling you, it's blue.
Well, this is no good for me.
Why not?
I'm colourblind.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Well, I didn't know it was involved.
Look, there must be...
Let's play something.
No, there is a way of making this work.
All right, okay.
I'll tell you what, okay, now look, just think of anything you like. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Anything,
yeah.
okay?
Right.
And then try and transfer those thoughts into my brain.
Right,
Now, work hard at it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Oh, thanks.
Well, hang on. Now, I've got something now.
Yeah.
Hurry up, because I can't keep it all day.
Right.
Right, yeah, I've got it.
Is it a tent?
No.
Is it a balloon?
No.
Is it a whale?
No.
What is it?
It's Elizabeth Taylor. You see, you're a million miles away. Well, actually, funny enough,
You see, there is something in it. You see, because the human brain is a very complicated and sensitive mechanism.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, most of them are anyway. Yeah. Oh, it's an amazing thing. It's all divided into different areas.
Is it?
Called lobes.
Lobes?
Yep.
Yeah.
At the front.
Yeah.
At the front, you've got your frontal lobe.
Oh, yeah. What's
you
that
see?
for then?
Well, that's for thinking about things, you know, ahead of you, like in the future. You see? And then, of course, at the back, you've got the backle lobe, which is, you know...
What's that for?
Well, that's obviously thinking of things, you know, that are behind you in the past.
I see, in the memory.
That's right,
yeah. What about the earlobes?
Yeah, well, that's for thinking about things you've just heard about.
Oh, I see, like malarkey about brains. That's what I've just heard about, yeah. I mean, where did you learn all this, then? You know a lot about the brain.
Well, of course, I am a member of Mensa.
You never are. What? That old organisation for the intelligent and the brainy people?
Yeah.
You never are.
I am.
Yeah. Well, they can't be that intelligent if they let you in.
I had to prove myself,
Oh,
mate.
did you, yeah?
Oh, yeah. No, I saw this advertisement in a magazine, and it had this very, very difficult problem that you had to solve.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Where was this?
This was in the back of Reader's Digest.
Oh, right, yeah. And when was it?
That was about, 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, last week I finished it.
Yeah.
And I posted it to them, and I sent a cheque for 400 quid, and then they send back my membership.
Oh, yeah, 400 quid?
Yeah.
Well, they're not stupid at Mensa, are they?
No, they're not. That's what I'm saying. They've got very, very high IQs.
Oh, have you?
Very high IQs.
But you haven't got an eye. You haven't got IQ.
A high IQ?
You haven't got IQ.
My IQ is huge.
Is it?
I went in
Yeah.
with an IQ of 150.
You're kidding.
After 2 meetings, it was up to 175.
My God.
Yeah. Then I watched a couple of television programmes with Noel Edmonds in, and it went back down to 96.
Yeah. Well, you've got to be careful.
Well, it is. You see, the brain is like any other muscle. Any other muscle in the body. It's very delicate, and it needs long periods of rest.
Yes, I should think yours does.
Yeah.
What is your favoured method of doing that?
Well, I either go to sleep or I talk to you.
No.
This is a video recording of an interview that took place with Albert Henry Hall concerning a robbery at the National Midland Building Society on May the 1st, 1990. Present is P.C. Longman and myself, Detective Sergeant Tabloid. The interview took place at 1:33 p.m.
on May the 1st, 1990. Now, Albert Henry Hall, I have read you your rights when you was arrested earlier, and you have understood them. Is that correct? Yes? Could you tell me where you was around last Tuesday, please, Mr. Hall?
In Sam's snooker club, all right?
While you was there, did you not meet with Harold Bristow and Charles Henry Rayner?
Look, I keep telling you, I was there. And I was with Harold Bristow and Charlie Rayner. I didn't even bloody know them.
Did you not then leave the club in the company of Bristow and Rayner and proceed to the National Midland Building Society, where the three of you committed an armed robbery?
Pin that building society blag on me.
You've got the right man.
While you was there, did you not meet with Harold Bristow and Charles Henry Rayner?
Looks like you got me fair and square.
All right.
I demand not to see my fucking solicitor.
No. We're quite happy for you to call whoever you like. How's the tea?
Fine, thanks.
Well, that just about wraps it up. This interview is timed, ending at 1:35 p.m. precisely. WPC Edmonds, the bracelets, please.
Funny thing is that people think the oddest things about the two of us. They think that because we work together all the time, we spend so much time in each other's company, that we actually live together.
And of course, they're right. But I mean, separate rooms, obviously.
Yes, obviously. Yeah.
But in fact, I mean, only a small part of our year is actually spent working together. The rest of the time, we're away doing our different projects. For example, when this series finishes, I'm off to America to direct a film.
Are you?
Yeah.
What a peculiar way to find out about it. Where's that then?
Hollywood.
That's great. Well, it's all right for some, isn't it?
Oh, come on. I'm hardly leaving you in the lurch. I mean, you've got a starring role in the West End, haven't you?
No. No, I have auditions.
Well, what are you?
Well, I'm not sure, actually. I think I'll probably go to Whitley Bay.
What on earth are you going to do in Whitley Bay?
No sex, please, we're British.
But, Griff, what happened? I thought you were going to play the lead in the next Andrew Lloyd Webber show.
Well, no, I'm not.
Well, I mean, you were going out with him for lunch for about 3 weeks in a row. I mean,
I like his company.
Oh, come on, nobody's going to believe that, Griff. what did you... You didn't fail the audition, did you?
No, there wasn't an audition. I was offered the part, and I turned it down.
Why on earth did you do that?
Well, it turned out to be a musical.
Well, of course it was a musical! Andrew Lloyd Webber's the most famous writer of musicals in the world.
Well, he should have said something, shouldn't he? He had enough time between courses. I'd never seen one of his wretched bloody things. I didn't know what it was.
Well, what was the show, anyway?
Well, it's a musical version of The Killing Fields.
Oh, was it?
It's called Aspects of Terror.
Oh, I suppose he wanted you to play the, American journalist, Sidney, what's it?
No, he didn't. No, it was, he wanted me to play Pol Pot, as a matter of fact.
Pol Pot? I just see that, actually, yeah. I'm putting on my Khmer Rouge. Yeah, I just... Griff, go back to him. Tell him you've changed your mind. I mean, you've got to do it.
I can't. I don't.
Of course. Why not?
Well, I can't sing, Mel.
You can sing.
I can't sing.
You can sing.
No, I can't. I've got no musical ability whatsoever. I'm tone deaf.
Griff, no one is tone deaf. Everyone has some musical ability.
What about Richard Stilgoe?
With the odd exception, obviously. Come on, stand.
No,
I mean, look, take a leaf out of Come on, stand. Come on. Yes, you can. You can. Now, come on. Look at me. Relax. Now, I'm going to show you how easy it is to sing, okay? Okay? It's easy, it is.
I can't do it.
Come on, yeah, Griff, come here. Now, come on, just relax.
Yeah,
just
all
relax.
right.
It's okay. I'll sing a scale.
All right, okay.
Okay, you sing it after me. Okay? It's very easy. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Yeah. Why don't we try a song? probably be easier with a song, I think. Something, you know...
No, I
what's
can't cope with songs.
Look,
That song's
what's your...
really
Now,
good.
come on. What's your favourite song?
Layla.
Layla. Layla.
By Eric Clapton.
Yeah, I know it's by Eric Clapton. Yeah, okay, fine, why not? Why not? Layla. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the wrong kind of
Is
song.
it? Do you think
It's wrong
so?
kind-
Yeah.
We should just take a standard.
All right,
Something
okay.
everyone knows.
All right.
You know, what about yesterday?
Right, okay.
Yeah? Yeah?
What's that?
Well, the Beatles, you know, yesterday, all my troubles seem so...
That's by Shirley Bassey, isn't it?
Well, well, you know the tune.
Yes,
anyway.
all right, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Yesterday, relax, take it away.
Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. What's this?
It's the address of a little bed and breakfast I know in Whitley Bay.
Terry Scott, Huey Green, demigods of the fashion scene. Richard Clayderman, Fred Hoyle, Johnny Morris, Katie Boyle. The way they looked, the clothes they wore. Robert Runcie, Jacques Delorme, Leslie Crowther, and Lord Reef, Norman Wisdom, Edward Heath. They had panache, they had flair.
Ian Paisley,
Lionel Blair,
Liquor they showed the way.
Larry Gracie,
Robin Dare,
Fashion gods who'll never fade.
Michael Fish,
Virginia Wade,
The kind of style you can't ignore.
Fatima Whitbread,
Patrick Moore.
I don't know if it shows, but as far as style goes, I've never stood a chance. But who gives a shit? Let's dance. Rose.
They're a great plus, these. One click. Nobody is going to steal that.
Yeah, with the H-Rate you get one of these. One click. Nobody's going to steal that either. And I'm sure we can pray with great solace and comfort we are able to grant Dennis's dying wish and bury him alongside his mother and his father. Okay, bung him in.
In Australia, they have some of the most deadliest spiders what is known to man.
The deadliest spider's what is known to man, isn't
Yeah.
it? Really?
The worst is the Sydney funny web. Yeah, I'll tell you, mate, that bites you, there is no anecdote.
Oh,
Absolutely none. One bite, end of story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And what is it? Where is this? Yeah.
You know where it lives?
Well, in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Kazi.
The deadliest spider known to man lives in the Kazi.
In the Kazi, mate.
Well, I don't know.
It sits there under
Yeah.
the toilet seat.
Yeah.
With its 17 eyes out on stalks. Sort of waiting and waiting, and you come in, you drop your keks, you sit on the seat, and snap! It's got
Snap. What, right in your didgeridoos?
yeah. Bang on your
Yeah.
billabong. And I'll
Okay.
tell you, mate. I'll tell you what, mate.
Yeah.
From that moment, the old todger
Yeah.
starts to swell to 5 times its normal size. And you've only got 10 minutes to live. Well, it's an agonising choice, isn't it? I mean, you spend the last 10 minutes of your life, you know, sort of running around like headless chickens seeking medical assistance? Or do you put on your posing pouch and parade along Bondi hoping to go out?
I didn't order a pizza.
No. I'm afraid I ran over your cat. Who's having the crab?
Crab, that's for me, please. Thank you very much. Excuse me, sorry. Seafood's out of this world. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you.
Can I show you me?
Actually, I think I have the Dover soul.
Good evening and welcome to After the Real Programmes Have Finished. And tonight, Christmas. Christmas tree lights twinkling on the shelves in Woolworths, Slade's Christmas message to the Commonwealth, sleigh bells roasting on an open fire. Irene, what does Christmas mean to you?
Well, Wayne, you know, it utterly dismays me.
Oh, dear.
Yes, because Christmas nowadays is nothing more, really, it's nothing more than a sickening, consumer-orientated orgy of greed.
Well, yes, well, no, yes, it is if it's organised properly, yes.
You see, it's consumerism gone mad.
Oh, no, I so agree with you, because I was in Hamleys and they had Christmas trees up outside, and this was as early as September.
July? I've seen decorations as early as July.
Yes.
I've seen Christmas trees outside Hamleys as early as December. It's ludicrous.
Oh, that is.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think Christmas is commercial enough.
Oh, now, come on.
No,
How
listen,
could
the
you
shops are
possibly?
shop for days, aren't they, over Christmas? I think the retail trade should get its
right.
blinking act together, I really do. You can't go out and buy a bottle of milk or a bit of bread or some washing up liquid or all those other last-minute presents for the wife.
I see. Yes, how long do we have to listen to this sexist claptrap?
How long you got?
No, listen, please. Now, for most women, well, women everywhere, in fact, Christmas is a time of drudgery.
Oh, that's rubbish, love. I know for a fact the Queen records that speech in June.
Yes, but Irene has a point, because surely we have forgotten the meaning of Christmas.
Oh, I have completely forgotten the meaning of Christmas. I went into a fish shop the other day. I asked for 2 Christmases and a Savoy, and I didn't have the faintest idea what they meant.
Yes, well, we haven't got the faintest idea what you mean either, to be quite honest. But the thing that pisses me off about Christmas, actually, is the way all those office parties take over the pubs.
Oh, yes.
You know, and you've got secretaries throwing up their baby shams all over the place.
It's an orgy of indulgence.
It is. It's completely crazy. Then they go back to the offices, they photocopy their boobs and fax them to Southampton.
I think that's one of the traditions we should hang on to.
Absolutely. But when we say tradition, I think back to when I was a lad at the country house and the sort of Christmases we had there. Because after dinner, we'd go down to the scullery and toast the under butler. And when he was crispy on both sides, we'd give him away to the poor. Does anyone here still play the traditional Christmas game?
Oh, we do. Oh, absolutely. If the telly's not on, we play Hunt the Remote Control, normally. Yes.
What about you, Irene? Turkey with all the trimmings?
Oh, certainly not, no. No, I should be lunching with a vegetarian feminist couple who have, in fact, adopted a turkey.
Really?
Yes.
3 fat birds under one roof.
Yes, thank you very much. And then after lunch, I'll go to a feminist identity crisis centre in Hammersmith.
Dear, oh, dear.
Yes,
good idea.
and there we'll sing some specially written feminist carols.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Yes, there's Unto Us a Whale is Saved, and Shave My Head with Boughs of Holly.
How lovely.
Yes.
Dildo merrily on high.
Yes, in fact, that's one of my favourites. Yes, absolutely marvellous. And then in the evening, we perform the alternative nativity play.
Oh, really? What part do you play in that?
Oh, one of the 3 wise lesbians.
Yes, because, mind you, when we were kids, we didn't have a lot of expensive presents, did we, Bron? You know, when we were kids, no, we didn't. But we always knew that Dad had been working away in the shed, you know, whittling away on a bit of wood he'd found in the forest, you know. And he'd whittle away, and then, you know, come Christmas Day, he'd made a lovely, beautiful, long, completely smooth stick.
Lovely.
Did he give it to you on Christmas morning?
Only if we really annoyed him. Yeah.
The one thing I found, though, having children, is how incredibly difficult it is to keep the non-existence of Father Christmas a secret.
I know.
Oh, that's so tricky.
What do you mean?
And I mean not telling them that there is no Father Christmas.
What do you mean there's no Father Christmas?
Well, wait. I don't know quite how to put it. There isn't a Father Christmas.
You're kidding. I mean, who was it delivered all the presents then?
Well, it was your father.
My father? My father was Father Christmas? My father went all around the world, did he, delivering presents on a sledge? I mean, that's incredible.
No, he didn't go all round the world, silly. He just did you and your house.
Oh, I see. No, well, what did he keep those 6 reindeer for, then?
Oh,
shut up, will you, for heaven's
You're
sake?
ruining the whole thing.
Well, that's not very Christmassy of you.
Well, maybe not. You're behaving like a complete lunatic. Of course they don't bloody Father Christmas. Dear, dear.
We're busy doing nothing, working the whole day through, trying to find that we're busy going nowhere. Isn't it just a crime? Like to be unhappy, but we
I've been composing film scores for almost 30 years now. Back in the 60s, I worked for Lean and Hitchcock and Kubrick, you name them. They loved my music. Then, in the 70s, I don't know what it was, really. Fashions changed, and nobody wanted to know. Well, it's been uphill ever since.
Mr. Rogers, if you'd like to come this way, Mr. Attenborough will see you now. Pleasant journey?
I worked with Dickie many years ago, so I feel quite optimistic. I may be old-fashioned, but I've always believed that nothing beats a good tune, and I know Dickie feels the same.
Because we can finance the Northern American end of the picture with a negative pickup deal. But we'll have to... Stanley! Stanley Rogers, how are you, darling? Long time no see. Gentlemen, may I introduce one of the greats, Stanley Rogers. Have you read the script, Stan?
I have, Dickie. I think it's very moving.
Thank you, darling.
It's obviously, it's just rough at the moment, you know, but this is the main thing.
I was walking down the beach one fine day, feeling a little bit randy. Who did I see coming my way if it wasn't me old mate Gandhi? If it wasn't me old mate Gandhi, I was walking down the beach on another day and my toes were getting sandy. Oh, did I see swimming in the sea if it wasn't me old mate Gandhi? If it wasn't me old mate Gandhi.
Obviously, I'll do the orchestral arrangement, you know, to sort of beef it up a bit.
Yes.
Dickie liked it, I think. But apparently Ben Kingsley can't sing for toffee, and as I've never composed anything for the sitar, that was that, really. I've never worked with Cubby before, but Harry and I are old chums.
Jane, I want you to hold all calls. I have Mr. Stanley Rogers with me. Cubby, this is Stanley Rogers. Yeah, it's a great honor, Stanley.
I hope you like it.
She looked at me across the table. I said, don't be a brazen pussy. She said, do you know who I am? I said, yes, you're Octopussy. She said, I don't like lobster. I said, don't be so fussy. She said, do you know what my name is? I said, yes, it's Octopussy.
Jane, you can put all calls through. Mr. Rogers is leaving. So long, Stan.
I was just a bit too modern for them, I think. They don't take risks, you see. They've worked with John Barry for too long. Still, that's their loss. I've never met Francis Ford Coppola before, but I've heard he's a bit of a tearaway. She said, leave it till Monday. I said, no. She said, leave it till Tuesday. I said, no. She said, leave it till the end of the week. I said, no go. 'Cause why put off till tomorrow what you can do for today? I don't want to cause you no sorrow, but this I just have to say. You got to have your apocalypse now. Don't leave it till later. Have your apocalypse now. Don't be a procrastinator. I don't want to call you out. I don't want to lower the tone. So have your apocalypse now, and then we can all go home.
You're hired.
Actually, tonight is in fact rather a special night for us, ladies and gentlemen, because tonight is an anniversary. It's actually 10 years to the day that Smudger and I first worked together.
10 terrific years.
And we find it absolutely incredible. We should be sitting here.
A whole decade, eh?
I'm so sorry. Sorry. Are you actually going to do that?
What, get off my stool, you mean?
No, I mean all this.
What all this what?
Well, all this groping thing.
Grope? What do you mean groping?
I mean, are you going to fondle me with your big sweaty paws in a lascivious manner?
Hey, come on, loosen up, man.
Please! Leave it. Just get back to your own... Stop invading my space, will you?
What is right? Do you know, I don't believe... I've never noticed this before. You really don't like me touching you, do you? Do you?
No, don't.
No, you don't. You don't. It's because you're Welsh, isn't it?
Oh, don't be ridiculous! Sir, the Welsh are a very tactile nation.
Well, what is it then? What is it? I mean, what, you don't like touching other men?
No, it's not that.
Well,
no.
what is it?
I just don't like touching you.
Do you know something? Your whole life has been ruined by public school. Did you know that? It has. Sex to you means being chased around the dormitory by the older boys. Yes, it does. Being beaten across the bare buttocks by a prefect with a leather-bound copy of Winnie the Pooh. That's your one.
Don't try and turn me on when I'm on the telly, Mel.
Griff, this is an outdated hang-up. We're talking about touching someone in a friendly way. I mean, there's no social stigma attached to it. Like Frenchmen touch each other all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, yeah.
Italian men hold hands.
Well, why don't you work with Victor Spinetti, then?
You are a positive knot of neurosis.
I am not a knot of neuroses.
Okay. Hold my hand. Come on, hold my hand. Come on, hold my hand.
If it keeps you happy.
There you are. There. That's not so bad, is it? It's friendly. It's natural.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexual about touching.
Well, I hope not.
Actually, it's a bit like kissing.
nothing sexual about kissing.
No, male kissing has no sexual connotation whatsoever.
Ridiculous, of course it does.
No. Actually, in primitive times, it actually started out as a way of passing food, you know, berries and the like, from one mouth to another after being carried long distances. Yeah. And it's the same with French kissing.
Is it?
That was just a way of finding out what your partner had had for lunch.
I see. There's nothing sexual about it at all.
No. Shall I show you?
No.
Come
on.
You have got to open up, Griff. Open up. So. What did you think?
Sinatra, wasn't it?
It wasn't.
How does it work then, this tag?
Just lets us know where you are. Make sure you don't stray too far from the flat.
Get off. How does it do that then?
Try it.
So, Princess Loughborough, your planet and your people are now safe, provided they can learn to love one another.
I've heard you talk about this before, Captain. What is this thing you call love?
Love, Princess Loughborough, is the highest and most sacred of all emotions. It can heal the wounds of war and bring nations together, but it cannot be bought or sold. On Earth, love is the most precious possession that anyone can have. Love is the most powerful force in the universe.
I see. So what is oral sex?
You know whose birthday it is today?
No.
I'll give you a clue.
Oh, well, give me a clue, yeah.
So now the end is near. And so I face the final curtain.
Oh, I'm being stupid, aren't I? It's Sammy down at Dry Cleaners.
No, Francis Albert Sinatra, actually.
Who?
Frank Sinatra!
Oh, Frank Sinatra,
75 today, mate. It's a milestone. It's a milestone, yeah. He's marvellous, because he's a bit of an idol of mine, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Is he?
He had that sort of, I don't know, indefinable something.
Oh, what's that?
Well, it's indefinable, isn't it?
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
But you know, admire him.
I admire him. I think, well, he's had a lot of influence on my style.
Has he?
On my style,
Yeah,
yes.
what, you want to kick Skinhead O'Connor up the arse and all, do you?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, what, you hang around with dodgy criminals and all that?
No, that is a rumour. That's a rumour, that is.
Is it?
Look, obviously, a man in Frank's position is bound to have to rub shoulders with murderers and psychopaths occasionally.
From time to time.
Of course, but they only come to that just because he's Italian, that's all.
No. Listen, mate, he's not Italian. He's American. I've seen him. He speaks with an American
He was
accent.
born in Jersey, absolutely.
Was he?
But originally he comes from a poor immigrant family in southern Italy.
He never does.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
It's a family of ice cream makers, apparently.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The Whippies of Palermo.
Oh, yeah.
Old Mr. Whippy used to drive around the streets, singing and selling toupees off of his cart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Francis Albert Whippy, mate. He had to fight his way to the top, I tell you.
He did with a name like that.
Yeah, he lived a life that's full.
Oh, did he?
He travelled each and every byway.
Oh, yeah. I've been in one of those mini cabs and all.
Yeah, marvellous songs.
Yeah,
When
aren't
I
they great?
start spreading the news, I'm leaving today.
Yeah, well, don't go mark it up, will you?
Oh, marvellous. What
about the other one? Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that. He didn't do that one. No, that was old King Cole.
Yeah,
did
but
that
he's
one.
played
Yeah.
with some great bands, hasn't he?
He's played with the best bands.
He played with Duke Wellington.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the Jimmy Riddle Orchestra.
That's
that
right.
was one of his,
That's
wasn't
right,
it?
yeah.
And what's that other one? Count Basie.
Yep, Shirley's dad.
Yeah, he played with him as well, didn't he?
Of course, you see, in the 50s in Vegas, in the 50s, he had his own sort of gang.
Did he
You know
really?
what I mean? Yeah.
Well, oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the six-pack.
The Rat Pack.
Oh, the Rat Pack, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Who, tell me, please, who exactly was in that?
The Rat Pack.
Gang, yeah.
Well, there was, let me see, there was Dean Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr., of course.
Yeah.
Alistair Cook. Michael Crawford.
Michael Crawford, yeah.
Yeah, and Kenny Lynch.
Oh, what a bunch, eh?
Marvellous.
What a bunch.
But he was the governor.
Yeah, was he?
They used, because they call him the boss, you know.
Who does?
The people who work for him.
Oh, I suppose they do, yeah.
What exactly can I do for you, Mr. Pritchard? I'm looking for a completely new type of bank account.
I see. I want a current account that pays interest. But if I go overdrawn, I don't expect to pay any bank charges. When I come into the bank, I expect all the cashiers to stand up and say, "Good morning, Mr. Pritchard." I want you to stop raising your eyebrows in that condescendingly smug manner. And that tie will have to go. I want use of your house at weekends and your car anytime. I want a plumber who comes when he says he will, and an erection that lasts slightly longer than 2.5 minutes. I'd like to request my mother, who's 73 and doesn't get out as much as she used to. Love your mum, and 3 extra pinters. And I want world peace, an end to all poverty and starvation, and a speedboat.
Yes, I think that can be arranged, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Now, can you let go of my bollocks, please?
Good evening and welcome to After Hours. Before tonight's discussion, a warning that we will be discussing matters of an adult nature and some of the subject matter may cause offence. On the other hand, if you enjoy hearing people make graphic descriptions of men and women indulging in depraved acts of sexual abandon, then boy, is this the programme for you. For tonight, we will be tackling pornography. Irene, I'm sure you have a position on this.
Yes, well, I don't want to have to pull rank here.
Well, heaven forfend.
No, but I actually sat on Lord Longford's think tank.
Get away.
Yes.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. But the only firm conclusion I came to was that pornography is quite simply the exploitation of women.
Yes, well, it is if it's done right, yes.
What did the rest of the committee think?
Well, I'm not sure. They're still there, you see.
Yes, yes. Now, of course, I do appreciate Irene's position here, but frankly, I don't think we should be lectured to by a frigid old cow. You see, as far as I'm concerned, a man should be able to watch as much sexually stimulating material as he wants to.
Well,
provided, of course, that he does it in the privacy of a huge West End cinema with a few mates, 14 Chinese waiters and a couple of MPs.
Well, there you are, you see. This is what I find so frightening, how available it all is.
Oh, and how expensive.
Well, yes, absolutely, yeah. Very pricey these days.
And, of course, the big trouble with films such as,
Hot and Willing.
Death on the Job.
Yes.
Eat Me, I'm Wendy.
9
Yes,
inches
that's
before
right.
lunch.
Yes.
Eat Me, I'm Wendy too.
Yes. Now, you see, the real trouble with films like that is that they're socially destructive.
Oh, that's right.
They absolutely do not celebrate marriage and the family.
Well, I do so agree, because I don't think I've ever seen a porn film which has celebrated a stable relationship.
Oh, I have. Hot Nights with a Black Stallion. That was a stable relationship. It's a whole stud farm, actually.
Well, no, I mean, what I mean is I find the idea of animals in sex films absolutely disgusting.
Yes, I can't understand why people make films like that.
Well, it's because the animals are cheap, darling. I know it's appalling, but the animals are very badly paid in these pornographic films. The chimpanzee in Steamy, Seamy Summer Nights, do you know how much he got paid?
What?
Peanuts. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a tide of filth sweeping across the country.
Yes. What time does it come in?
Yes, well, I don't think we should. I think we should be treating this seriously, because, quite honestly, it's a moral position. The real question is, do we legislate?
Well, I do. I mean, not every day, of course.
It's so disgusting.
Yes, obviously there
Really?
there is some cause, I suppose, for pornography, for people who might otherwise find no outlet for their sexual repression.
Well, this is exactly right, Bron. I mean, not every man is lucky enough to come home to an athletic, sexually voracious woman with a licorice G-string and covered in lard. I mean, I'm lucky with our Connie, but, you know, not everybody has to...
But surely, I mean, pornography, there has been a need and desire for it since the very earliest of times. I mean, take the Romans and the Vestal Virgins.
Vestal Virgins.
That's a typically juvenile and uninformed reaction, if I might say so. The Vestal Virgins were like nuns.
Nuns?
But the interesting thing that we haven't touched on here is the difference between art and erotica. I mean, when does art stop and pornography begin?
Well, at the Tatler Cinema in Charing Cross Road, art stops at 3:30 and porn begins about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, except at weekends.
That's
right,
yes.
You know, the thing about art, I mean, all the great artists have tackled porn, haven't they, one way or another? Hogarth, Turner, Jenny Agutter.
Of course, quite recently, I mean, Oscar Wilde caused a great public scandal with his salami.
Salome it was.
Yeah. I think he's talking about the party afterwards, actually.
Goodness sake, I don't believe I'm sitting here with three sniggering, puerile men drooling at the very thought of free sex. Good Lord, I've a good front mind to put you all across my knee.
Yes.
Smack you very hard.
You sit next to Camilla, Peter. Then you can hold hands, or whatever it is you young people do these days.
Mummy.
We thank thee, O Father, for the food which you have provided for your servants. We honor thee, Beelzebub,
Prince of Darkness, Master of Evil, and pray that the souls of our enemies may shatter like this glass, and their blood may spill as easily as this wine. We call upon the great warlock that their bones may splinter under the pressure of evil, and that their lights may be snuffed out like these candles, and ask that you accept this sacrifice, so that you might eat flesh as we do.
Don't you ever embarrass me like that again.
I mean, if something happened to your wife, would you get married again?
No, I don't think I could, really. Could I? I mean, she's been like a brother to me. You know, when you think back, all the rows and the tantrums and, you know, all the silly tears and all that, and I think, why do I do it?
Yeah.
I don't think I could put anybody through that again, you know?
No, it's just that, like, I'm going to get married again, you know.
What, is that... Why is that, then?
Because I'm lonely, mate.
Oh,
I'm lonely.
no, well, you're not lonely, are you?
I am, I'm lonely. I think I need a boon companion, you know, a brick in my wall.
I see.
A rock to my lighthouse.
That's right.
Somebody who I can share the joys and tribulations of as we go along life's long highway.
Yeah. But I mean, where would you ever find a wife like that?
Well, you can buy them in the Philippines, apparently.
Well, where did you find out about this, then?
I saw an advert.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where?
In the Exchange and Mart. Yeah. In the back, just after the exotic pets and domestic goods section. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but do you think this is wise? I mean, it sounds a bit like sort of like the old slavery, doesn't it? Something like that, doesn't it?
What you've got to understand is that over there in the Philippines, they have a terrible life.
Today?
A terrible life of poverty and squalor and like absolutely lousy sort of nutrition and health care and housing.
Right, so like she'll be at home in Peckham then?
Well, no, look. Yeah. A woman would come over here and marry anybody who would put a decent roof over her head.
Oh, what? But you're not going to get your roof fixed, are you?
Well, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, right. Well, is that serious?
Yes.
I mean, do you think you'll be able to find Miss Right, then?
Miss Wong, actually. Yeah, Miss Wong.
Miss Wong?
Yeah.
What, you've actually done this, then? You've sort of applied?
Well, that's right, yeah. I've actually chosen her, you know. I saw a photograph of her.
Did you?
Yeah.
What does she look like, then?
Oh, she's lovely. She's a little lotus blossom.
Oh,
yeah. She's like one of those, you know, kind of air hostesses in that airline commercial. What is it, you know, Filipino girl, what a way to fly. You know, what's that one?
British Midland?
Yeah, no, Filipino Airlines.
Oh, yeah, that one,
She looks like one of their air hostesses. She's beautiful, yeah.
Is she? Yeah. And does she... Does she know what you look like, then?
Well, I had to send a photograph as well, obviously.
Oh, right. Yeah. And was that a very good photograph then of you, particularly?
Well, actually, it was a photo of Robert Redford I cut out of the paper.
Oh, right,
yeah.
Right.
But I thought it would give it a sort of general
Absolutely.
idea.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, you know what she looks like, and she knows what Robert Redford looks like.
That's right, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. And you have actually sort of like decided to get married to Miss Wong then?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not definitely her because you have to tick 2 other boxes in case of unavailability.
I see,
you
right.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But you don't think like you're rushing into this at all?
Well, I had to get a wiggle on, mate. Well, no, otherwise I wouldn't qualify for the free alarm clock. You see.
No, I'm just browsing.
Excuse me, sir, but are you sure I can't help you?
I'll have a dog biscuit.
Thank you very much. Excuse me, sir. I think you must have forgotten to pay for something.
Good evening, Signor. Good evening, Signora. We kiss all the ladies and we give them the roses. We flirting with your girlfriends right under your noses. The service is frenetic and the jokes are all pathetic. We laugh like a drain and we're probably insane. We laugh like a drain and we're probably completely crazy. Your wife is quite a looker, like a little more sambuca. No, not me, senor, no, this is on the house. There's nothing quite as phallic as a stick of fresh asparagus and bollocks of a baby lamb in white sauce. This is me with Ivan Lendl. This is me with Felicity Kendall. Here I am with someone Welsh. Here's my wife with someone else. That was Giuseppe di Napoli, and he is the owner, a great Italian chef. He was born in Barcelona. Though Vicky Pavarotti has a voice is really grotty, but he have a bigger heart, and he breathed like a fart. Would you like to see a pudding that is shaped like a penis? Would you like some amaretti? Would you like some more spaghetti with a mozzarella cheese? No, we'd like a little piece. Oh, you like a little piece? Second door on the left. In Italian trattoria, we are crazy, we mad. We guarantee the quickest meal that you ever had. With our trousers bulging tightly, we can satisfy you nightly in a half an hour or less. Good night, God bless.
Open up, please, sir. There appears to be a false bottom in this case, sir. Perhaps you'd like to take it out.
And today, the RSPCA have asked, if you're giving pets this year, please remember what they say in Malaysia. A dog is not just for Christmas. With luck, there'll be some left over for Boxing Day.
Mel and I spend an awful lot of time in taxis for one reason or another. And the other day, a taxi driver said to me, he said, you know, you two, you only do 6 shows a year. What do you lazy bastards do the rest of the time? So I thought that was rather a good question, didn't you, Mel?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Do you think we should tell everybody how we do spend the rest of the time?
Why not? Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
There's actually, Griff, I'm sorry. I think we should. I think we should stop for a moment. Actually,
I wasn't aware that we started. As a matter of fact,
I just I've been to the doctor and he's given me some bad news. You know.
Oh my God. What? It's not. What's that?
I've been ordered to slow down, Griff.
Have you been going particularly fast, then?
I'm suffering from nervous exhaustion,
oh, right.
actually.
I'm sorry. Right. This is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, no, well, actually, it's not. It's not,
No,
actually.
right.
That's the pressure of the work, you
I
see.
see,
I've got to cut out all the work, all the tension, you
Yeah.
see. I've got to stop now, he says, otherwise I might just drop dead.
My God, but I thought you wanted our comedy to take risks.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk my life, do
No,
I?
actually not. No.
Blimey, I mean, you wouldn't want me to have a heart attack in front of thousands of people?
No, not unless you could do it in a particularly funny way. No, seriously, I can understand, really. I mean, it's very, very, very tiring. Sitting up here with a couple of hours concentrated sitting on these stools every week, it's a lot to take.
I can't do it. I need a
all right.
complete rest.
All right, okay,
I need a complete rest.
Fine,
You see?
okay, I understand. It's okay, I do understand. Lie down on the floor and say the lines down there. Come on, lie down.
I'm not even sure about this, Griff. I'm not sure this is a good... Look, Griff, I don't want to die in harness.
No,
you know?
it's okay. We'll cut that Carter sketch. We won't do it, I promise. It's okay. It's all right. Look, the show's gonna go on, you know. We gotta sing, gotta dance.
No, we haven't.
But we gotta read the auto cue then.
Look, Griff, look at this. Look at that. I've got nodules on my vocal cords, you see?
No, that's Rice Krispies. You don't want that.
Griff,
yeah.
I may have to have an operation. I might never be able to sing again.
Well, there we are. You see, every cloud has a silver lining.
It's no good. It's the pressure. You understand the pressure?
All right,
the pressure. All those people looking at me. They're all looking at me.
Oh, don't be silly. They're not looking at you. They're looking at me. I can't take it.
I can't take it.
No, all right.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
I can't. Okay, look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I was wrong. It's my fault. 6 half-hour shows a year. I've been pushing you too hard. I have. I blame myself. We can give it up. We can. We don't need these scum. We don't. We'll let them go. We'll go off to the South Coast and start again. We'll get that little betting shop you always wanted.
Can we?
Oh, yeah. There's bound to be plenty of dates down at the Brighton Pavilion.
No, Griff, no.
No, but we can. There's a huge gay scene down there. We can do a whole tour of all the clubs and everything like that. What?
Griff, I'm sorry. I don't see us ever working again. You know, it's the end of the road for Smith and Jones.
Yeah. Well, let's get this accurate. I mean, it's the end of the road for Smith. Yes, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's not necessarily the end of the road for Jones, is it? I mean, I'm not nervous or tired or exhausted or anything. You know, I don't even need to lie down. I'm fine, thanks. You know, I can, of course, understand if you've gone off your rocker, you know, but I mean, for me, it's just, that's fine. I'll just, I'll carry on, thanks.
Yeah, fine. Well, that's okay, great. I mean, really great for you. I don't think you're ever going to make it on your own, but I mean, whatever you think.
No, I don't think you needn't worry about that. There are plenty of funny men who've made it without their straight men. But thanks,
I'm not actually... To be honest, Griff, I'm not really sure you ought to do this. I think
it's okay, honestly.
It could cause you a lot of pain.
Look, hey, look, go and take a herbal bath.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
All right, bye.
That's okay. Bye. Yeah. Well, well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit unexpected, yeah. Still. Yeah, right, well, welcome to Jones and, well, nobody else, actually. Anyway, I was in a taxi, and the taxi driver said to me...
Actually...
Oh, what?
I thought I ought to come back just at least till the end of this show, you know.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? I just start solo and suddenly you're feeling better.
No, it's just that I just think that I'm in less immediate danger of dying than you are.
Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're winding up now, but on the way home, we'll be sure to drop in to the Golden Pagoda for one of their superb Chinese meals at reasonable prices.
Right, so why not fill up your car with that heavenly odour, drop in and try the Golden Pagoda.
As the tears of laughter dry, the clouds have gone wide, as the curtain starts to fall.
Good night, God bless.
To one and all. As the laughter turns to tears, half an hour can seem like years. Here's a list of cast and crew. Christ alone knows what they do.
Just remember, if you're tired and you feel you can't go on, stop for a bit.
That's it. There'll be no funky bits on with this bit. This is the end of it. No tiny tidbit. Someone has started a bit. This is the end. Good night. Thank you very much.
When you consider that a single white rhino can produce nearly 30 tons of dung a year, it's a wonder that the veldt isn't permanently buried in droppings.
Sir, make sure you apply the manure in a good thick layer round the bottom of the tomato plant.
Camel dung is also an efficient fuel. It's often used by Bedouin tribes in the desert.
I don't know. Nothing but a load of crap on TV these days.